nze by the way ne bwe nali mu kibiina kya DP sibeerangako na nteekateeka ya kubeera pulezidenti wa kibiina nga sinnaweza myaka 5 era nkyalinayo akabanga okuweza emyaka 5 naye ne bwe ginaawera ekifo ky'obwa pulezidenti bw'ekibiina kiri kimu ekyobwa sekretary general kiri kimu n'ebirala byonna kibyetaaga omuntu atya omu mwenna temuyinza bitunulamu tujja kutuula nga bwe twakkanja tubeere ne pulezidenti atya omu.
Yes, it is now clear that the Subi group was determined to take over the NUP, or it was determined to make a political party. This came to be revealed by SSEGONA when he was being interviewed. He came out to say that by the time he makes 50 years, he must be a leader of a political party. And I know for every politician has a dream of leading the country, at least most of 50%. Every politician has an ambition of leading the country. So we must ask ourselves, why is it that SSEGONA announced wanting to be the head of a political party when he turns 58 is in NUP, which is being headed by Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu? Okay? And it's not a coincidence that these fights are erupting in the NUP. Maybe it was a scheme by the Subi group to take over the NUP. It was the scheme for the Subi group to be in key position in the NUP so that they can have an influence. So in this episode, I've come to talk about why SSEGONA announced to be a leader of a political party in 2 years to come, what it means for politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There is a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So during an interview, when SSEGONA was being interviewed by various media stations, he came out to say that he is 48 years. And even when he was in the DP, he never wanted to be a leader of a political party, and he has a dream that when he turns 50 years, he wants to be a leader of a political party. So we must ask ourselves, these statements were said amidst the controversy within the NUP. We all know Mathias Mpuga is having some fights within the NUP. And remember, Mathias Mpuga is among the Subi group. The Subi group entails Elias Lukwago, SSEGONA, Mwanga Chivumbi Kasibante was defeated in an election, and Namboze. Elias Lukwago wanted to be the leader of FDC, and I think it didn't go on well. So other peers within the Subi group also want to lead a political party. Before I proceed on this, let me first give you the tape when SSEGONA was saying this. Here's the tape.
Kituufu ekibiina kyaffe kiseera kino kiyina ebyetaaga okutuula tugunjuule ne bwe muba nga muli patriotic ekimala nga bannayuganda temwongera njatika mubansa olugambo lwe tutawuliranga nako waliwo batugamba nti ati yanti mwagala kugoba Kyagulanyi kuba pulezidenti wa kibiina. Why? You know, sikiwulirangako Kyagulanyi tukyamuwage bwonajjawo process democratic ey'ekibiina nga yakukyusa bukulembeze bwa kibiina abantu ne beewandiisa ab'enjawulo buli muntu tujja muteeka ku miizaani naye nze biwuliramu mmwe waliwo abaagala okumuggyako era ne munteeka ne mwaba abagala no. Nze by the way ne bwe nali mu kibiina kya DP sibeerangako na nteekateeka ya kubeera pulezidenti wa kibiina nga sinnaweza myaka 5 era nkyalinayo akabanga okuweza emyaka 5 naye ne bwe ginaawera ekifo ky'obwa pulezidenti bw'ekibiina kiri kimu, ekyobwa sekretary general kiri kimu, n'ebirala byonna kibyetaaga omuntu atya omu. Mwena temuyinza bitunulamu. Tujja kutuula nga bwe twakkanja tubeere ne pulezidenti atya omu. Abamu abajubisa temwali nayo nga twegayirira Kyagulanyi ajje atukulembere. Temwaliyo, temwabimanya. Ne bwe twamuleeta you dismissed him. Akati mwefudde abamwagala ennyo. Ffe bwe tumuwabula yazze mu pulezidenti. Ani abagamba nti pulezidenti waffe ye Tibuhaburwa? Tibuhaburwa yatawabulwa. Kyagulanyi awabulwa. Era tumuwabula mu lwatu ate mu bwesimbu.
So that is Medard Ssegona. You clearly see that he's ready to lead a political party. Okay? And I may not be surprised that in the lead up for 2026 general election, he may stand against Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. The same question was asked to Mathias Mpuuga, and he went on to not to rule out contesting for the presidency of the NUP. By the way, it is not bad for the presidency to be contested. In fact, it shows growth in democracy. But it is bad to put in some schemes within the party which can lead to the downfall of the party if you want to take over the presidency. Case in example, one of the reasons as to why the FDC disintegrated is because there are some people wanted to take over the party by any means necessary. It was a do or die. In fact, one of the biggest reasons as to why FDC disintegrated is because based the relinquished power of the FDC. Most parties in our African nations, especially in these little democracies, are built around strong individuals. That's why I'm sure that the day M7 will go is the day NRM will disintegrate. The day BSG moved out of the FDC is the day FDC disintegrated. And other political parties will follow suit. So, by the SUBI group harboring the intention of leading a political party, it's not bad, it's good for democracy. But the way they are doing it is what is bringing the problems. And I also think, even apart from the 500 million shillings which was bribed and taken by Mpuuga, I think other reasons were underlying. They wanted to take off the party. That's why when NUP shone into power, you clearly see the SUBI group was at the upper echelon of the administration. Even within parliament, the leader of opposition was Mathias Mpuuga. You could see all committees and other administrative positions were taken by the SUBI group. Okay? So, I think these statements are supposed to be said by any politicians who has a dream of leading the country. But the timing when leaders are fighting in NUP was not good for Medard Ssegona. And putting into context that he sided with Mathias Mpuuga, he went on to say that Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu should not come out to speak. He should be the last person to speak about any matter, which is, by the way, is correct. But the way things are unfolding, it seems that the SUBI group wants to take over the NUP. And the SUBI group built itself as the only entity from Buganda to speak in the opposition. Yet they have always failed to make a political party or even to get one of them to lead them, because most of them are cowards. The reason I'm saying that they are cowards, there is a day where a vacuum was there. And Elias Lukwago was at least one of them who had at least gotten a national desire, didn't come out to occupy the vacuum until it was occupied by Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, and I think it is too late. The only thing they can get, maybe it is ministerial positions, but being a president, it's going to be hard, most especially when BOBI WINE is in the equation. He's more younger than them, although they are in the same age bracket, but he's more younger than them, and right now he has the mantle. And I think none of them can have the tenacity to unseat him from that position. Okay? Because for you to become president, at least you must be number 2 in the race. And Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is number 2 in the race. Of course, that's my opinion. Do drop me comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos.
Kagame.